Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek Agarwal and in this video we are going to talk about the UGC NET Commerce and I am going to cover several aspects of UGC NET starting from the eligibility. So now let's discuss about the eligibility criteria of UGC NET, and that is that if you want to pursue UGC NET Commerce, then you need to be a postgraduate. That is that you need to complete your masters, or you should be appearing for the final exam of the masters. However, the criteria stands that even if you have cleared the masters or appearing for the masters, then also you need to ensure that you have 55% in your final exam. However, this criteria is applicable for the general and EWS students. However, if you are reserve category, then you would be requiring 50%. Apart from that, like the chartered accountant has been designated as the postgraduate. So if you are a chartered accountant and if you have scored 55% marks in your final, then also you would be eligible and you don't need to take any other master's qualification separately. And same criteria stands for the chartered accountant, that is you need to have 55% if you are general or the EWS student. However, if you are reserve category student, then you need 50% in your final exam. So basically, if you have cleared your CA examination, then you would be able to give the examination of UGC NET if you are a reserve category. And if you are not reserve category, then you require 55%. So you can check on your check on that how you are eligible and pursue UGC NET Commerce. Second thing to keep in mind while applying for the UGC NET is that you need to see what's your age is. Like what happens, there are several students who are also applying for the JRF at the same time. So if you're a general category or EWS student, then you need to ensure that your age is less than 31. So if your age is less than 31, then you can apply JRF along with UGC NET. However, if your age is more than 31 and you are general student, then you won't be able to give the apply for the JRF. However, if you are a reserve category and your age is 36, then you would be able to give the examination of UGC NET and JRF at the same time. However, if your age is more than 36, then you won't be able to give JRF examination. So apart from the qualification, also apart from the qualification, you need to see what's your age is. So you need to check on both this before applying for the JRF and UGC NET. Now we would be discussing about the syllabus of UGC NET, and UGC NET consists of two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is common for every candidates. However, paper 2 is different for the different candidates. So like I was a commerce student, so I have completed my masters in commerce, finance and taxation. So I had applied for commerce. So accordingly, you need to apply for commerce or any other subject depending upon your master's qualification. So the paper 2 would be different for the different candidates and the paper 1 would be common for every candidates. And I have like I have provided a PPT in this along with the syllabus, so you can check out what are the syllabus of the paper 1 and paper 2, and you can accordingly google it and search on YouTube more in more detail about the syllabus. I have given a gist of the syllabus of this UGC NET paper 1 and paper 2. So now let's discuss about the scope and the opportunity in the field of UGC NET. So after you have cleared the examination of UGC NET, then you would be able to become an assistant professor. Apart from that, you would be able to pursue PhD all over India. And an additional advantage which I felt from my side is that you would be able to start your own coaching center, and it would be very easy for you to grab student as it is a very prestigious qualification. So not everybody is able to clear this examination. So if you start an like coaching center, then it would be easy for you to grab students. Now let's discuss about the examination pattern. And all the questions are MCQs based, and the exam would be taken in the computer. And there are 150 MCQs of 2 marks each. So approximately the paper is of 300 marks. There are two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is general aptitude, and in which 50 questions would be asked covering 100 marks, and paper 2 would be subject specific, and you would be asked 100 questions, 100 MCQs of totaling up to 200 marks. So total 150 MCQs would be of 300 marks, and there is no negative marking. So even if you think that your answer is going to be wrong, then also you can select the exam select an option and leave it, because there is no negative marking. However, in my first attempt, I did a mistake. Like I didn't knew the paper pattern also. So what happened that in the paper 1, I attempted. I saw that there are 50 questions. So I assumed that in the paper 2 also there would be 50 questions. So I used 1.5 hours in paper 1, and when I reached to paper 2, then I saw that there are 100 questions which I need to attempt, and that too in 1.5 hours. So because of this, by mistake, like I was in a hurry, still also I was not able to attend the complete paper. Like approximately I missed 10 questions at the last, and that too of the comprehension. So because of that I lost a lot of marks, which I and with this experience I moved on to the second attempt. I knew that this time I have to give 50 questions, attempt 50 questions in paper 1 and 100 questions in paper 2. So I did this mistake, so I am sharing with you so that you also don't commit this kind of mistake. So do make sure that there are 50 questions in paper 1 and 100 questions in paper 2. Now let's discuss about the passing marks and the cutoff. However, I would be discussing from the perspective of general student. Um, so if you are a general candidate, then the passing marks is 40%. However, it's very pretty easy to score 40%. However, even if you clear the 40, even if you score 40%, then it doesn't mean that you would be getting UGC NET, because this is one of the criteria for getting the UGC NET. The second criteria is that you need to clear the cutoff. So if you have scored 40%, then well and good that you have passed the examination. But to become the UGC NET and become an assistant professor, that then you need to clear the cutoff. And from my experience, I have been able to understand that for the general category student, the cutoff lies in between 60 to 62% if you want to clear the UGC NET. So overall basis, if you are able to score 60 to 62%, like out of 150 questions, you are able to uh, correct, you get 90 to 95 marks, 90 to 95 questions correct, then you would be able to clear the UGC NET. And if you have applied for the GRF also, then approximately you need to score 70%. So approximately you would need to give correct answers of 105 questions. So these are from the perspective of general student. And if you are reserve category student, then the percentage is way lower than as compared to the UGC NET for the general category. Like in my first attempt I had scored approximately 56 percentage marks, and even after getting the 56% marks, I had been able to score 95.9 percentile, and I failed. And in the second attempt, when we were given the answer key, so I checked on the answer key and saw that I have been able to give the correct answer of 90 questions, 90 or 91 questions approximately. So I was in the range of 60 to 61, 60 to 62% range. And when the result arrived, then I saw that I have cleared the percentile. So the correct like the cutoff percentile was 97.42 percentile, and I had scored 97.81 percentile. So basically, if you see that 60 to 60% marks is like a safe zone for clearing the UGC NET, and for the GRF it's like the 70%. So you need to give correct answer of approximately 105 questions. Now let's discuss about the preparation time for the UGC NET. I would be sharing my experience. I had given this examination for the second time, and during my first attempt I had failed. I had scored 95.9 percentile, and at that very examination I had not prepared at all. Like I had studied for 4 to 7 days, but I had not studied anything seriously, because I had already made a preconceived notion that I won't be able to clear this examination, where many students are preparing since 9 months, 10 months, and I would be expecting that I would be able to clear by studying for 1 week or 2 weeks. So I had already given up the hopes. I just wanted to give the examination to know how this examination works. So during my first attempt I failed. I studied for 4 to 7 days and I failed. During my second attempt I had prepared for 1 month approximately, and I had taken no coaching. I did no coaching at all. I had done the self study, and I had done all the preparation in approximately 30 to 45 days, and I had my routines which I used to follow to clear the examination. So at that moment, I didn't compare that yes, that there are many students who would be like studying for 9 months or 10 months. So I would be competing with them. I was not making any comparison. I was just doing my work. So I just focused on studying as best as possible with my limited time, as I'm also practicing chartered accountant, so I have to maintain my manage my office also. So while managing office I was studying for the UGC NET at whatever time I was getting, and approximately I was giving 6 to 7 hours daily for 30 to 45 days. And during my second attempt I cleared somehow. Like I scored 97.81 percentile and the cutoff was 97.42. So I was a bit lucky as compared to the previous attempt, because in the previous attempt the percentile was like 98.13 percentile, and had it been in the second attempt also 98.13, then I would have failed. But luckily it dropped down, the cutoff dropped down to 97.42 percentile. So I had scored 97.81 percentile and it cleared the examination. So the preparation is preparation time is different for everybody. Like it can happen that you will have to study for 9 to 10 months and you need to take coaching, while if you are a chartered accountant or CA final student, then you would be easily able to clear the examination with a 1 month or 2 months of studying. And also it depends upon what is your knowledge level, your past experience with your studies. Like if you are a very brilliant student, that if you have a very great memory, then it can happen that you can clear the examination without any preparation also. While at the same time, if you're not that great student, then you might have to take the coaching and study for 9 to 10 months and then apply for the examination and then clear it. So in my case, I took 30 days to 45 days to clear the examination. Thank you for watching this video, and in case you required professional guidance from me or like the coaching from me, then I have given my details and I would be sharing my preparation strategy and coaching details with you. So I have given the details in the description. You can reach out to me personally from by contacting me from the information given in the description box. Thank you.